Okay, we're going to animate the cube now. I'm just moving over to the perspective view, and I'm looking exactly from the opposite side. It doesn't matter where the camera is. You can introduce the cameras later on and just see what happens. Here we get the ball. Here is where the ball hits my cube. So here I can actually take this FFD, switch on point level animation, switch off move animation, and just give it a keyframe, because this is where it's still a cube. Right here is where it hits, and here is where the ball leaves. So this frame and the continuing frames are going to be different. Now, first of all, let's see what we can do. I'm not going to make it too complicated. I just want to see the FFD, and I didn't switch that on yet. And I'm going over to, I have to make it visible. I'm going over to the FFD object, and I'll just select, well, maybe first move this away. I'll just select these 2 points, because I don't have to use these selections per se. I'm just going to select these 2 points, right? And then move over to frame 18. And let's use the move tool and move this in like this, because it is actually dense. Am I doing this right? Let's see. No, it has to go in a little bit further. So like this, and maybe a little bit down like this. So it doesn't have to be exact, because this is just going to be a single frame, but I do want to see a reaction. So this looks good. Let's give this a keyframe, and then I'll move on to, let's say, 21. Where the dent actually becomes a bump. And let's give this a keyframe. And now I want it to move back to a cube, but that's going to be hard unless I just copy frame number 0. So I go to Shift F3, go to my F curves. Well, I don't have to go to my F curves. I have the point level animation. This is frame 0. Remember, that's the perfect cube. I'll just hold down the control key now and just move it down to 25, where I left the time slider, because you can tell by that blue line here. All right, so this looks boom. That looks pretty good. Now, final is actually moving the cube, because I can rotate all these points of this FFD. But what's the point? I should just move the cube. However, the cube is, well, this is where its pivot point is. If it topples over, it should move, it should rotate over this point right here. So let's introduce a null node. Let's move it down to where the corner is, right there. And we'll just call this fall, and put the cube into the fall as a child. So I got it here. Now it hits right here at 18. So let's see, where should it rotate on? It's probably the pitch. Yeah, it is. So let's keep it at 0. And let's say 0 is my starting point. Right here, I get this bump out. Maybe it should move here, first 2 frames already a little bit back. and it just stays there for a few frames, and then it moves, it falls over. So let's put it at 90 because I know it's going to be a straight angle. 90. That's fine. Okay, give it a keyframe. All right, so what we got here is ball comes in, hits the cube, cube falls over slightly and then rolls over. Now, final chapter, we're gonna add some more point level animation here and actually fine tune this drop.